now, but it doesn't feel normal to me. Because I'm used to a time where I could literally queue for hours without being matched. I'm going third. Third's alright. Definitely got a chance to be able to get away with crazy things. Okay, so there's two things about this. One, usually if you're going to 3 body size, it's actually just a fat tissue. And the second is, even if they can eat, they can only eat one thing. So if there's no carnivore here as well, it's fine doing this. Slightly worried, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. So here's the thing there, you can go for extincting 2 of mine, or you can get rid of the carnivores that scare you forever. It's a tough choice. Losing 1 I would have been really happy with, losing 2 is a bit annoying. Okay, they did want to get rid of one of the long necks, that's good. So I'm going to have a cooperation happening, so I don't need there to be a lot of food. There's already plenty. This person has a long neck. So I am going to make sure I put up at least 1 trait on every species, even though the second climbing is not very helpful. Just so it looks like there's potentially unique defenses on all of them, and I'm not giving away the fact that I've got a warning call. Oh, they go climbing, cool, I'm screwed, it's fine. Okay, that's good. That's still good. Yeah, I don't think that can attack at all. The cooperations to nothing are always interesting. So this is kind of good. The possibility of being able to make a pack hunting carnivore next turn against this and this is pretty strong. So I'm pretty happy with that option. I do want to make sure there's enough for me to eat, but I really don't want to go overboard with it. This doesn't really make sure of anything, this is just more hopeful. On the off chance that somebody felt like this was a good thing to try to kill this turn, I'm just going to defend it, even though I'd like to have the card spare. Okay, 9. That's good. I get 3 of them first up. And yeah, no one else can eat quickly, so I'm going to get the 4th one. It's taking 4 of the 11 that was available, pretty good. So 4, 2 here, 1 for these guys. So they both lose a population. Now, next turn, hopefully I only have to be in 1 of the eating cycles, is the plan. 0 of the eating cycles. I need to save this pack hunting. So we'll put the 0... Oh, wait, I've got 2 pack huntings, so we'll put the lower one in. That was almost really dumb. So right now, I'm really aiming to like hit 6 offensive body size, maybe 7. So if I think that's safe, I'll do it, but I'm more likely to stick on somewhere around about this. Like, if I can't eat anything at all, this ends up sucking. Okay, based on what I can see, I know I can eat this. I unfortunately don't know about this, and I don't know about this. I'm even willing to just take this a little bit further away. And we'll, that's not what I'm wanting. Put even more into body size. Just because I'm really not sure how much I can eat. Okay, cool. Turns out there's plenty to eat. And I could have just gone the whole 6. Okay, so see this here, 4 with foraging intelligence. It's the wrong number. Either just stop at 3 because you plan to use the card once, or go up to 5 because you're pretty sure that 1 eat and then use the card. Like maybe they just thought they'd get enough and it would be fine and they wouldn't need the backup. Oh, I can also attack that, so there's like a lot of really ridiculous options available. I am going to eat that because it's got a cooperation and a symbiosis. It's pretty strong. Even though I know what it is, it's really easy just to make it into something good. So this round, with all of this being fine, kind of annoyed about how much food went in, because I did put in my -2. I was really hoping I would actually get a useful attack trait, and I didn't. I have to hope that someone else doesn't have a useful defensive trait and they just try to bump body size, even though that can't stop me attacking them, just so I fill them up faster. Like, I'm thinking maybe I just leave this at 7. So it turns out I know I can eat that twice, so we'll just punch everything in this round. That's fine. If it turns out that's a hard shell, I can't attack it right now, but I can attack it later. It is a hard shell. That's fine, I only need 1 more body size to be able to get past that. This is good. So he's actually got the 5 this time, correct number? And this guy also gets 2 here. So nothing's actually going to starve this turn. Ah, good news for me, this burrowing will not be pre-burrowed next turn, so unless he comes up with an alternate defense, I can still attack it. Okay, so part of me thinks I should just leave this alive, but I don't have any other options. other than hitting this once, which isn't a good plan. Yep, okay. Still no new offensive options. But I'm going to be able to feed a lot more of this. So I'll see what I can do about pushing this one's body size. I'm not quite sure how the number of cards is going to go. I mean, that's the ideal here. But if I don't know what I can attack, it's not a very good ideal. So making myself big enough to attack this would be great. We still do have at least one more turn. As much as it would be really good to get all that extra food this turn, I just don't think it's possible. So I'm just going to bump all of these right now. If I have to, I can attack this twice. That's fine. And next round, I can set up the long neck cooperation. I didn't keep the burrowing. It's a bit sad, but I did need to play out all of those cards. I can, like, save one here, but I don't think that's worth it. One population. Honestly, I'm not sure there are any good one-card defenses here other than horns. So, like, maybe I'll still be able to attack that anyway. But right now, in this situation, I've put in a low food card, well, as low as I could. I'm really prepared, if I can keep all this alive until next turn, to put the long neck cooperation out the front for even more. Maybe even just the cooperation without the long neck. I'm eating first. That's a good point. Where'd that burrowing go? Yeah, because I'm eating first next turn, I can just do burrowing without the long neck. There's probably going to be enough food. That's way better. Okay, this is completely undefended right now, so there's what I get to take a chunk out of. I'm going to take the two of these first. He can't get two on that. Burrowing's actually a pretty effective single card defense. So I'm just going to have to end up eating this once, unfortunately. Assuming he does eat with this, which makes this one starve. Oh cool, he's just going to let me eat that twice, that's good. So the more likely eat twice version is in fact I eat this, this, and this. Just stops this guy getting one food. So this guy's covered in intelligence. Good for him. Yeah, if I were able to eat this twice, I would eat this twice and this once to leave it there for me to eat next time. But since that isn't going to happen... If I see an intelligence instead of the climbing, I only need to eat once, so I'll grab an intelligence, that's fine. The ambush is really unhelpful at this point, because nobody is using any warning calls, and I've set myself up to attack myself here. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else I can do for myself, other than maybe push this to 6 body size instead. Is that really worth the 3 cards? I mean, I doubt it, so we'll do this. Maybe no one will attack it, maybe someone will. Just that right now for someone to set up a strong attacker against me is hard. The really helpful thing is if somehow there's actually no food, and my 2 attacks give these guys 2 food each, and this guy 1. So that's completely undefended. Okay, so 3, I'll take these because, as I mentioned, I should be, waiting for this guy to do all of his intelligence. I've got this scavenger here. So in the end, that scavenger was a pretty good move. That game did actually increase my rating on the leaderboard.